They found back in 2019 that 1,600 people had been signed up for Medicaid, making over $100,000 a year. That means that a person is signed up. I'm from Louisiana. That means some people are signed up in both Louisiana and Mississippi, for example. You can't double dip. And the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services also found that of that 2.5 million people, 1.6 million of them are double dipping by joining Medicaid and Obamacare. So yeah, they're going to lose their Medicaid. They should. That double dipping costs us $14 billion a year. $140 billion over 10 years. We think in 10-year cycles. That's money that we could use to help people who really deserve Medicaid. So yeah, my friends at CBO, those people are going to lose their Medicaid. Did I mention that they weren't entitled to it in the first place? Now, point two, the reason that the main determinant for Medicaid is income. It's not the only one. The main determinant is income. States are not supposed to sign up people for Medicaid who make too much money. And I regret to say this, I don't know why, but it's human nature. Some people don't tell the truth. Under President Biden, he encouraged the states not to check income eligibility. Just take everybody's word for it. Well, you know, you've probably heard me say this before, but I trust people. But I also, when I play poker, I play with friends. They're good friends of mine, but I always cut the cards. I believe in the old adage, you know, trust in God, but tie up your camel anyway. If the president sends a message to the states, don't worry about checking if people are making too much money, guess what? Some people are going to cheat, and they do. I wish they didn't, but they do. Back in my state of Louisiana, our legislative auditor, Louisiana legislative auditor, which audits all the spending in the state, found that they did an exhaustive audit of our Medicaid program. They found back in 2019 that 1,600 people had been signed up for Medicaid, making over $100,000 a year. 1,600 people making over $100,000 a year. Yes, CBO, they're going to lose their Medicaid. They weren't entitled to it in the first place. The legislative auditor went on to point out that Louisiana paid $85.5 million in Medicaid payments for patients who weren't eligible for coverage because they made too much money. And my legislative auditor in Louisiana, we have a lot of people on Medicaid. He couldn't go through the numbers for each and every one of them, so he had to do a statistical sample. And he listed, I won't show you the list of all of them. You could stand on the thing and paint the ceiling. But he found, for example, on our Medicaid rolls in Louisiana, someone making $111,785. Here's another person on Medicaid making $126,284. Another making $104,921. Another making $114,797. This is Louisiana. Our median family income's only $56,000. These folks aren't qualified for Medicaid. They're taking money away from people who deserve it. So yes, CBO,